12.9. So experimental is your imagination. You can measure whatever you would like to. All the distances, all the points, please. It's your imagination. The software doesn't know what you will experiment here with. So we did the advanced cephalometric analysis. Was it hard for you guys? Is it complicated or not?
No, it's usual.
It's okay. So after 2 or 3 cases, you will place these points without any help. Trust me.
You've tried doing it on X-ray film.
Huh? What?
If you have tried doing it on X-ray films,
It will be harder.
it will, now it looks very easy.
Absolutely. And that's what you can do for your orthodontist. You say, you know, I have a program, I have a software, and this software can help you to do cephalometric analysis. And by the way, you don't need to send the patient for the cephalometric X-ray, which is called lateral X-ray or PA, posterior anterior X-ray. It costs money too. I imagine it costs as OPG 120 euro at least. An orthodontist, they have to have these X-rays demanded by the law. They couldn't escape this, and say, oh, I skip it. If they don't have X-ray before the treatment, they will be in trouble. And you can say, okay, let's do CBCT for our mutual patient. Let's do analysis, and I can do any cephalometric analysis you want. Or orthodontist can do it with your software. No problem. So it's very nice collaboration, because orthodontist will have 3D analysis, which is the programs for the 3D analysis, the software for orthodontists are very expensive. They're much more expensive than SDM Matrix with the equipment. Like you ask Dolphin or Avantis, they are very expensive. And they know it. So I don't think a lot of Greek orthodontics work with the sophisticated softwares in their
I don't
practice.
think a lot of Greek orthodontics do cephalometric analysis.
In that case, they are fucked.
In the best
That's
case,
true.
In the best case, they count the sizes of the fragments.
That's 19th century. That's 19th
No, there are
century.
people that do this, but as I see,
Like, do you know Pennsylvania analysis of transverse dimension panel?
in aligners therapy,
They
they don't
are.
do any kind of method.
Oh, that's complete disaster. I can tell you because.
Just lab and
Oh, I think my wife would prosper here because she's doing so thorough analysis. She's working with aligners, but the way she prepares herself for aligners, it's much more strict than for even fixed appliance. Because aligners, it's a big mistake to think the company will do everything for you.
aligners treatment, as I see again, maybe I don't have some people that they're not good. It's just models. The doctor takes just the impressions and the stripping.
That's very big mistake if doctors, if orthodontists will do that, they will be replaced very quickly. Aligners treatment requires completely different orthodontic preparation. What it means? The real orthodontist who works with aligners has to have imagination and 3D visualization abilities. What does it mean? When you receive the clean check, orthodontist has to see how this clean check is real or not. So orthodontist has to go through all the stages of the treatment and define the probability of these movements in the mouth. And usually it's not real. And usually what the software proposed to the doctor is not good. So the orthodontist to go through the stages of treatment in his head, looking at the clean check, and define whether this clean check is real or not. If it's not real, orthodontist has to make certain corrections. Because sometimes orthodontists can really, let's say, influence whether it will be 40 aligners or 14 aligners, just in the way the sequence will be and what kind of movements would be. And also there is thing that is called pre-aligner orthodontics. During aligner orthodontics, for example, with some braces or mini screws, or after aligner orthodontics. So if the orthodontists behave like they make models, send it, and receive whatever the company produce, in the 2 to 3 years there will be like in US smile shops, where a patient comes, makes a scan, and they send him on a phone what his teeth would look like, and he has already aligners he uses without a doctor. My nephew almost got one until I stopped him. So, or they could be like, you know, real orthodontists who work with a clean check. So I can tell you, it's not a joke. My wife works at least 2 hours with each clean check of each patient she works with. At least 2 hours. That's the minimum amount of time, because she is doing the treatment plan first, and she does almost the same as I do, but without axiography, because I do axiography for her. Then she goes with a clean check planning. She receives clean check, and she thoroughly checks every aligner, the attachments, the movement, the probability of the movement, the complexity of the movement, the timing of the movement, and sequence. And every time she sees mistakes, and we work with Invisalign, every time she sees a lot of mistakes they propose to her. So if Greek orthodontists would keep this way...
Not Greek, I mean the people I know almost 10 orthodontists that...
They are not orthodontists. They are copy and paste.
They send me back the aligners cases. I send them people with aligners to them that want to make aligner treatments, and they told me they send them back. That why don't you do this? Just take an impression.
Yes.
Send it.
Actually, with this software, in a couple of cases, you will see that doing cephalometrics and doing occlusion, actually you can do that. You can really. There is an Invisalign, for example, there is Invisalign, I don't remember how it's called, for general dentists. So it's no more than 24 aligners, if I'm not mistaken, plus 2 times additional aligners. So if there is no bite changes, just the alignment of the teeth, correction of rotations, no space closing, you can use this being a general dentist. You don't have to be orthodontist. So
in these cases they're saying
yeah, that case is okay.
Если я правильно понимаю, сигнал я большой сторожка, тут знаешь как ситуация, они же работают отдельно, не в клиниках, большинство из них.
Но они с кем-то сотрудничают?
Теоретически сотрудничают, но у них нет такого потока. Если я спрошу, у которого большой поток случаев в лаборатории достаточно, израильство совмещается в 50% ортодонтическое лечение пациента. Просто протезируют, дырки закрыли имплантами.
That's why I use Frediani application for smile aesthetics analysis, because every time when I go for the sequence, I see that I couldn't do the prosthetics without ortho. The software shows it as well, or I can see it with mock-ups as well. I can show to the patient. I can do prosthetics for you, but I will grind your teeth to the pulp, or we can do ortho, and I will just prep only enamel. It's up to you. I will do money. I will make money in both cases. It's just a matter of being invasive or not. So if Greek orthodontist or Greek prosthodontist don't send to the orthodontist